got something else in the mail, and this is only part of my order, but got the yard all mowed and ready to start figuring this out. This is going to be my chicken area, my chick aviary, and it's gonna go right here in the dog pen. Obviously we let the dogs out and let them roam around when we're outside and can watch them, but this is where they go the most of the time. But I'm not putting this whole thing together today, and I'm gonna make some big modifications to it, but I am gonna figure out the bottom pieces so I know where my perimeter is. So let me open this box and we'll see what we got. So this is what I got. And the wind is really picking up, but there goes my seat. This is what it looks like when you open the box. And obviously I pulled some things out, but I pulled out the tarp and put it in my shed. But everything's all wrapped up in this box. I got all my footers out. I do like that these are in these nice boxes and everything's kind of wrapped up individually, and all the pipes are super tight wrapped together, and hopefully they're labeled and I won't have to, yeah, see, they all have labels on them, so they'll be easy to follow the instructions. But I will say that after reading the reviews, a lot of people said that they come with really crappy zip ties and that they had to make modifications. So I already accounted for the modifications they said they had to make, and I bought metal zip ties so I don't use plastic ones. And I bought these heavy-duty landscape stakes. And because I'm adding other wires to it, I bought these wire clamps. So, hold on. What it comes with are these little ones. And I bought these to replace them. And then it comes with plastic zip ties, which are fine, but I bought these metal ones to replace them, which will last a lot longer. Not that I'm opposed to plastic zip ties, honestly. Quite a bit of things in my property are being held together by zip ties, but this is going to be a lot more sturdy than what they send, considering that I am in a wind belt, because I have no trees over here whatsoever. I mean, I got that one pretty garden tree, but I have no trees to block the wind in this area. I mean, I have one tree over there, but it's a pretty frilly tree. It's not really a windbreak. So I had to double up. I had to use stronger things. So I'm going to read these instructions and figure out what pieces I need to get my footprint together. Okay. So my original plan was to put it out here like this, so I had enough space for the chicken coops to sit on the concrete. I have 2 of these coops, and then they'd have all that grass space, and then I can walk in the door, and this will have to possibly move depending on how wide the door is and how I can situate it so that I can get to the back of it to clean it out. But the door will be here, So I walk through and they have all this space, and then my dogs can get around them, making like a predator line of defense. But it's kind of bugging me how far into the concrete it goes. I knew it was going to go that far, but I think it's just bugging me that it's blocking the gate. I'm thinking if I move the doghouse, then it won't feel so claustrophobic. And the doghouse can just fit under the stairs. It'll be all right. And eventually we're going to use that doghouse for something else anyways, but now I'm wondering if I move it down here, I could just have the coop sitting on the remnants of this sidewalk. The problem is the wind. I've just had the chicken coop sitting out here and it's blown over. So I have to figure out how I'm going to make it stable. Okay. See, there's still plenty of space to get the mower and for the dogs to run around the perimeter, which was my plan. And then there is enough space on the concrete for both of the coops. And I didn't necessarily want them to be coming out of the house into the wind. But I want to add another window on this side so they have cross ventilation. I mean, it's supposed to have ventilation up here, but this part's already falling apart, and I'm going to make modifications to this thing too, but not sure about that yet. That's a later project. This is a today project. See, my ADHD kicks in, and it's like, hey, you should do this. Either way, I have enough room for both coops to sit there. I don't necessarily think I need both coops, but I have 2 coops, so why not give them more space? So my husband was thinking that this was a better option because then they'll have afternoon shade. They're kind of out of the wind. I won't have to reinforce those 2 sides because the original fence is there. But this is the basic shape. I'm hoping the rest of these pieces are what I need for the door. It kind of fits perfect. Alright, look at it from a different angle. I sit at the top of the steps and look at my garden. And if it's down here, I can sit here under the steps and watch them. And they won't even know I'm here. I think even though that's more concrete than the original place, I think it might work better because I can put the chicken coops where I can access the back on the concrete. I don't know, we'll see. Still got to do some readjusting, get all the footers in, then wrap it with all the fencing. We'll see.